much.
You just received the Nobel Prize together with your friend and colleague, Victor Ambros. What went through your mind?
Well, it's the culmination of so much work and thinking, and that level of recognition is sort of beyond what I imagined. Although I know a half dozen Nobel laureates, so in that sense, it's not that mysterious. But these were my heroes and heroines, and so the idea that I would actually join that pack it seemed distant to me.
But it's for real.
It is for real.
Absolutely.
But it is not what I imagined when I started in 1976, and it's not what I imagined when I was an assistant professor starting my own lab in 1985. And even when we published the paper that's really being noted here, one of them in 1993, I thought, well, that's a good paper. I'm glad we published it.
And now everything is, you're here at the Nobel Banquet.
Yes.
As a kid, you watched the space launches, right? What impact did those have on you?
It was educational. So the space launches were in 1960 approximately, 1959. So I was 7 or 8 years old. And when those would be scheduled at 7 in the morning Eastern time, I was on the west coast of the United States, so it was 4 in the morning. Mm-hmm. And my parents let me wake up.
Wow.
Which was kind of amazing, because they should have said, no, you have school today. But they let me wake up and watch TV, and you have to understand, this is a black and white television, and there's like 3 TV channels. It's not like today. And they would schedule the launch, but of course there were delays, because it was very professional, and the tank isn't filling, and they would explain why there's a delay. And the delays would be 5 hours, right? They'd be for, long time.
You were there the whole time?
You watched the whole time, and they would have videotape of interviews to fill the time.
I know that you then had a few years after college when you sort of drove off in your van and went to South America, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you lived a life pretty far away from academic studies. Just what did that give you?
Well, first you have to think about the time. So that was 1973, and there was the sort of the back to nature movement. People were going to communes, and it was a very politically active time, similar to today on college campuses with different movements. And I went to University of California at Berkeley, which was very politically active, sort of the paragon of political activity. And so having non-careerist post-college trajectory was more common, much more common then than now. So it's not all that adventurous in that sense. On the other hand,
you've got a few stories from that time.
Well, I mean, there's the time hitchhiking across the United States, with a sign that says Boston coming from Berkeley, right? And that's a 3,000 kilometer hitchhike.
I bet you have pretty good stories from that time in your life, and I hope you will share them tonight at dinner or maybe at the after party.
The after party is a perfect place for it.
I wish you a lovely evening. You're a great inspiration for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you.